All right, what's up, guys? Okay, so today is May 18th, and we are back for another US30 intra-week analysis and price predictions video. Okay, to jump right into it, as you guys know, the market cycle is starting to shift as investors begin to price in these aggressive rate hikes that are coming into the market. So, to quickly show you, last week we recently got a break below 32K, which is the yearly lows, and then a push all the way down to 31,200, creating that new demand zone and new lower low. Sorry, 1 second. Let me show you this on a smaller time frame. Okay, so yeah, we created that newer low, and then we got an aggressive bounce to then close the week above 32K again. So coming into this week, price retested that 32 level multiple times before coming back up to then test the previous highs of 32.5, 32.6 area, which has been also maintaining this bearish structure. We failed to break and maintain a little consolidation zone around that area just in time for the Fed speaker yesterday, Jerome Powell, still speaking some pretty hawkish news, nothing too significant, giving us a short-term weakness on equities, specifically US30, which then again came back up and corrected this entire move, bringing us back up to 32.6, which the daily did close above. And then from these levels, what we did want to see on US30 was potentially, with the daily close above 32.6, was a short-term bear with a short-term consolidation area, and then a push back up to 33K, which we obviously did not get. But from here, what we do want to see price do it before is to then come back down, retest 32K area, create a nice consolidation zone before continuing back up to 33K, or potentially bringing us even lower to the previous lows of 31,200. 31,200 before we then continue back up to 33K. On here quickly, on higher time frames. Sorry, okay. So from this, that was in the short term. So from here, as you see, we did create a new low, still maintaining this bearish structure. But if we do see any kind of consolidation from price around that new low, we can then get that push to 33K, and from there even potentially a break above 33K to around 34, which would then allow us to still maintain that bearish structure, and for buyers to liquidate positions from this area and continue back down, still profiting from the cap bounce that we potentially can see on US30. So, but if we fail to get that break above 32K, we could then come back down to the 31,200, those new lows, and sells are valid below this level. So it's pretty simple. We want to see price action play out in these key levels. So the key levels we're looking for right now is 31,200 and 33K. Buys above 33K on the higher time frames, and sells below 31,200. In the short term, I'll show you this on the daily. So within this week, today we were getting a little less volume as we were just pricing and all that information from yesterday. But from these levels in the short term, so some day trades that you potentially could take is if we do get a break below 32K, we can then start looking for sells back down to 31.7, 31.5, and then below that again to 31.200. Or if price action allows this, we could see some consolidation around this 32K level, potentially a retest of 32.3, and before we come back down. Or if we price breaks above 32.3, we can then continue back up to 32.6, hoping for a break above 32.6 to continue to 32.3. All right, guys. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll be back next week for another analysis.